Hey everyone, Mark Messenger, and you are in Art Theory and Practice Ceramics, and this is week one's orientation. Every week we'll have an orientation, and this is the first one, so this will be a little bit longer as we get started, but let's jump right in. There's two things I want to go over today. One is your orientation module, and secondly is the week one module. What are you going to be doing? And I think if you're here, you've already gone to week one and you're in the week one overview. But if you go back to the module before that, you should only see two right now. It'll say orientation. And what I'd like you to do is go completely through that and just make note of what you can use in the future. And there's a lot of information that'll really help clarify things for you now. What's in the orientation module is my welcome letter. And that clarifies a lot for you, which you already got an email. Also, a Meet Your Professor video, which tells you all about me and leads you to places if you want to know more about me. There's a Navigate This Course section about how to function in Canvas, and if you need tutorials, great. Next is the syllabus. Cool. Syllabus tells you, how do I get a grade in this class? What percentages are there? Like, what can I expect? It's all there, and you can also ask me through email or talk to me in office hours about that. Communication plan, how am I going to communicate with you? How are you going to communicate with each other? Brilliant, right? And course policies, just generic but important stuff about how the course is going to run and what's expected. Technical assistance, if you need some help with the computer or internet or whatever, there's lots of resources to help you as a student, so might be helpful, so have a look. So you know it in the future. Student resources, again, technical assistance, student resources, they kind of overlap. Lastly is calendar. I'm an old guy and I like calendars and I like to see them like this and put them up on the wall. So there it is. There's a calendar and you can print it out if you want, but make sure that you put, list things. And with that said, there are two important routines that are going to happen that we'll talk about right now, so everybody have it in your head. One is due dates. Every week there'll be 2 due dates, and then every week there'll be office hours, and they'll be the same. So we want to keep it consistent. Here's how it'll go. Every Thursday at the stroke of midnight, 11:59, will be a due date section. So something will be due that happened between Monday and Thursday. Usually research and development stuff, researchy stuff. What am I going to make? That's going to always be due on Thursday night at the stroke of midnight. Next is Sunday night at the stroke of midnight, and that's the second due date. That'll be true throughout the semester. Thursday, stroke of midnight, Sunday, stroke of midnight. And we're trying to try to keep it simple that way. Office hours, when you can talk with me, like this is a one-way conversation, but when we can Zoom and you can ask questions in real time, every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 1 to 2:10. Really easy to sign up. Just go to the homepage. It says Mark's Office Hours. There's a list there where you can sign up for a time, and then there's a waiting room. After you've signed up for a time, you go to the waiting room. There's instructions, specific instructions there about how to sign up. Type in your name, and then go during that time, and I'll let you in. You'll show up, and I won't be there, but it'll say wait, and when it comes to your time, boom, there we go. I'll try to be on time. So those are the important routines, due dates, and office hours, which will remain the same for the 16-week course. Okay, so that's your whole thing for orientation. Just spend some time now, and I think it'll really help you in the future. The main thing this week, besides orienting yourself and doing the week one assignments, we'll talk about in a minute, which are all meant to kind of be orienting you towards our routine. But the main other thing to do is get your tools and your clay, your supply. But look at the welcome letter. It specifies it. Get your tools and get your clay. You have all this week to do it, but at the very first, this time next week, we'll start about how you're going to get your hands dirty with clay and what you're going to start making. And there'll be videos and all kinds of stuff to get you going there, right? So this week's all about getting you set out. Remember, this is a non-synchronous class. That's the term, I guess. New term to me until recently. It means we don't necessarily have a time when we all have to meet together. You're not required to meet at any time. So you can always come and look at these kind of videos And there'll be options for you to complete all your assignments without having to be here. With that said, I want you to take advantage of office hours if you want to talk to me. And there are ways where we will also drop work off at school, and so we can fire it and so we can glaze it in. We'll do the whole social distancing thing where you'll pretty much drop and dash in that case. But this is a non-synchronous course, and although there will be those opportunities for you to come to school and drop off your work and then leave, with a mask and all that stuff, you don't have to. If you don't want to get your work fired, you can just document it and turn it in that way. But 99.9% of people I have found in my experience kind of would like to have their work finished. So it's up to you, but it is not a requirement. This is a non-synchronous class. All right, that's all good for orientation, right? Look through that, get to know it, think of questions, talk to me in office hours or write me an email. Next, week 1, right? Right now, if I'm going down through the list that you see when you look at your screen, it'll say week 1, then I'll post week 2, week 3. We'll keep it simple that way too, so that it doesn't look overwhelming. Week 1, there'll always be an orientation, a little discussion like this where I tell you, a lot faster than this one. And next is an orientation quiz, which will go over all that stuff that you studied and looked over in the orientation. Take that quiz. You have 3 chances. You're going to ace it. But if you don't ace it the first time, go back and find the information. Ace it. One way or another, ace it. Meet and greet discussion is fun. Questions about yourself. Put a picture of yourself, and then you're going to tell me 2 truths and 1 lie about yourself. Not just me, but everybody. Everybody's going to see this. It's a group discussion. And you have till Thursday to do that. And then once you've posted that, then we have until Sunday to look at everybody else's and comment on what they said about themselves. See their funny picture of themselves. I mean, it can be, you doing something other than being a student. Maybe you're climbing a mountain, maybe you're going for a run, maybe you're napping, maybe you're playing with your cat, I don't know. But something that's descriptive of you other than being a student, something you like to do. Then between Thursday and Sunday, when you post it, and Sunday, we'll all comment and we'll all be able to also guess. Which one was the lie? Which are the true statements and which one's the lie? It's fun. I've found it fun in the past, and you get to know each other. The last thing you're going to do with the meet and greet is find a picture of yourself, kind of a headshot, however you want, and post it here on the Canvas site. And it tells you how. It's up in the top left-hand side of the screen, and you can post it there, and that will identify you to everything you turn in, and every time you deal with each other in discussions. Oh, there's John. Oh, there's whoever, Betty, whatever. We'll always know who that is. I just find it helpful. If you really don't want to do a picture like that, do a fairly representational meme or something like that. Okay, there you go. But put something there. That is the meet and greet discussion. Next is R&D. Every week we'll have research and development, a R&D assignment, and that means preparing for and researching what creative thing you're going to do. So there is the assignment, but I also, in this first week, tell you specifically how to format your R&D. So read through the how to complete your R&D, and then you're going to complete it. So this one is more step-by-step instructions. In ensuing weeks, it'll just say, here's your assignment, and you just do it because you already know how to format. But this first week, it'll specify how to format on a Word document, how to put your pictures there, how to put captions on, etc., and then how to submit it. All right, enough said. This one's fairly easy, but mostly I want you to learn how to do it and to get in the habit of doing it in a way that you can repeat easily and find. All right. Let's see how much time we got left. Oh, we got to hurry up. My goal is to get this done in less than 15 minutes. All right, so how to complete R&D, how to complete reading assignments. Every unit is 4 weeks, and every 3 of those 4 weeks you will have a reading, which includes a study guide and hot tip complete the study guide and you will absolutely ace, and have it on hand or on your screen, you will absolutely ace any quiz. So from the reading study guide absolutely is the quiz. So anyways, read about it. It tells you how to do the reading, how to do the study guide, and also then how to take the quiz. Okay, enough said about that. But I want you to have 100% this week and feel like, I'm going to ace this. This is great. I totally know how to do this class, right? And lastly, after you've taken the quiz for the reading, there's a checklist at the end of every week. And it just basically says, check all these off. Yep, did it. Woo! I'm golden. I'm done for the week, right? I've absolutely done it. Okay. I think that's about it. I think actually it's pretty simple. This week is orientation. Look through that and then start going down through week 1 on the assignments. Watch what videos are there to watch and then do the assignments. Follow the kind of detailed instructions this week, but they will be less detailed in the future because you'll understand it and you'll understand what the protocols are. So get your tools, go over orientation, complete the assignments for week 1, and then this time next week, with all your tools and your clay on hand, you'll start getting your hands dirty with clay in a good way, having fun with it, and we'll take it from there. Anyways, woohoo! Let's see, what did I do? A little under 12 minutes. That'll be about as long as any video. All right, you guys, I look forward to getting to know you. Sign up for an office hour if you want to say hello, or send me an email if you have questions as you're going through the orientation and going through week 1. But I really look forward to this semester. It's a difficult time for all of us, but I think we're going to figure out a way so that we are having meaningful discussions in not just this class, but I hope in all your class that it's still going to be something that we gain from, although it's difficult. All right, we'll talk to you later, and see you next week.